Hey friends, welcome back to Rita Talks. I'm Rita, and on this YouTube channel, I just share some of the thoughts, ideas that I've been thinking about, and some of the things that I've been mulling over in my head. And in today's video, today has been a very weird day for me because there was a lot going on, and I'm not sure what to deal, how to deal with it. So basically, in the morning, I had my team meetings. So today was Wednesday, or that was before it was after midnight. Obviously, as you always, up way past midnight. It's like almost 3 a.m. But basically, I had my team meetings in the morning, and they went well, I guess. And then then I went to the office for a few hours. Because we had this workshop that was organized by one of my team members to explore one topic that we work on, and it was really cool, somewhat interesting and fun, also to be in the office and hang out with the like 2 or 3 of my colleagues. And actually, something happened that I was not expecting. There is that I got a bit choked up because, I was asking them about their relationship with our manager and how things are going from their end, and I found out that actually everyone receives their feedback except me. So I did not know what to make of that. Even they received it offline, and apparently our manager did not fill up the feedback for me. So that's one thing, and I also talked to them about how I've been waiting for 2 months to get whether it's a yes or a no for my applied science transition, and I've been trying to get a hold of my manager, but been messaging him on Slack, been logging into our one-to-ones, and he's not joining, maybe because he's out of office or sick or something like that. And today I had scheduled one for today, and apparently he was at an offsite, and I rescheduled it for tomorrow, and he will also be at an offsite. So I honestly, I just don't know what to do at this point, and I was telling them a bit about my frustration without, I was honestly not trying to um, be complaining or anything like that. And yeah, I usually whenever I talk about this topic, I get a bit emotional because this is a topic I care a lot about, obviously, and I've been avoiding trying to talk about it because whenever I talk about it, I feel like I don't like the uncertainty, so I try not to think about it until I have an answer. But it's been kind of frustrating, to be honest, and I don't want to uh, it just feels odd because I just don't feel comfortable talking about it, especially after the feedback that I got from my manager about being too emotional. So it makes it even harder, whenever I get emotional about this topic. And so, um, you know, it kind of it kind of pushes my buttons that I can't react in the only logical way that I can react about this, which is to be emotional, because I would play into this being too emotional, accusation or reproach that I've been given from my manager. I mean, this is not to say that he's a bad manager or anything like that. I just think that he's not involved enough to know about us, and basically he makes snap judgments based on the little data he has on us, and he I don't know. I just don't feel like he makes the effort enough to get to know us to truly be able to make a real judgment and understand the peculiarities of each and every one of us. But yeah, I mean, honestly, still, I'm super grateful. Like, he has helped me in a few ways. Obviously, like, not when it comes to career growth, unfortunately, or like partially because I don't know what will be the outcome of this. So if the outcome is positive, then like actually, even if the outcome is negative, then I still owe it to him for having given me this chance. So I don't want to take away from that for sure. But still, this does not feel right to me because I'm not getting any feedback. I've been 2 years in this team. I like the people in the team, but I feel like, given my drive, like I feel like my drive and passion is not utilized at all, and it's actually my superpower. And basically, a bit of my potential is being wasted by not getting the feedback that I need to grow in the way that I want. And yeah, like honestly, I'm a bit torn between being a bit, you know, maybe I don't know if I can be righteously concerned about this or not. But from my understanding, this is like I'm definitely trying to look at this from an external perspective and take the outside view, and not only take my feelings into account. And I've been very patient when it comes to these things. I've tried to be gracious when approaching the topic, and whenever like just assuming that like basically being empathetic towards whoever is on the other side of this. And today it happens to be my manager. But yeah, I sometimes I feel like it's all in my head. But from my understanding is that it is understandable for me to be a bit mad, and that's the thing about, you know, um, I don't know, I don't want to call it gaslighting, but yeah, like gaslighting is whenever like you're actually right about something, and then the other person makes you feel like you're completely mad for thinking that. Uh, and that's a bit what I've been feeling, like questioning my own feelings and thinking that I'm too emotional. Like it even got into my head, and like I um, how I show up into the world, because I'm not able to be uh, truly honest, because now I'm afraid of um, being too honest, and then that being perceived as too emotional, or too opinionated, or too annoying, or anything like that. So just trying to figure that out little by little. To be honest, I think right now the only reason that I'm okay with this situation for now is that I'm just waiting to get French citizenship. And hopefully, once or if uh, that happens, um, I will be able to take more drastic action, uh, like to truly address this problem, because I know uh, I know this is not how uh, I want to live over the long term. I want to be in a place where I feel like I have agency uh, over my uh, over my career, and not feel like all of the power is in the hands of someone else, especially when it comes to my career. And yeah, I mean, for now, like I keep on telling myself that the most important thing for me is to wait for French citizenship. In the meantime, learning uh, the skill of doing, like, basically challenging myself to uh, find in like things that make my work interesting, even though it's not like my absolute passion. And I've been somewhat successful at it. Like the way that I recently frame my tasks is more as of a challenge, and basically that makes it more interesting to me. And so I guess this is a skill that the skill that I'm currently building is that I'm uh, building the skill of making uh, the best out of uh, the situations that are not ideal for me. And basically, if I'm able to push through in these times, then in better circumstances, I will be able to thrive, hopefully. So yeah, I guess I'm taking this as learning time to build up other things in my life, build up my discipline, build up basically my self-control, my uh, ability to do hard things that I don't necessarily want to do, and my ability to reframe the events that are going on in my life under a positive light, because like I'm definitely gonna butcher this quote because I don't know what, like, I'm just gonna paraphrase, I guess. Like one of the main takeaways of Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, the book, is that no matter which circumstances we're put in, uh, like we can't choose what happens to us in life, but the only thing that we can choose and that we will always have power over is how we choose to approach things, and basically choosing to see things in a positive light, even in uh, uh, the dimmest circumstances, uh, is something that we have the power to do. And yeah, that's definitely something that I'm trying to apply. So basically, if I'm just pissed at my manager and, like, say, oh, it's his fault that I'm not growing as fast as I ideally want, I'm putting all the power in his hands, but actually there are things that I can do, and that allow me to take back my power and basically, uh, like, just the autonomy, uh, and basically agency to decide my own future. And so for now, it's a conscious choice to not be like to be okay with this situation, because so far I have this big tech company on my resume. Uh, I'm learning things in an area that's tangential to the area that I want to truly focus on in the future over the long term. And basically, I'm just seeing this as an opportunity to skill stack. So basically, get good at this skill that's tangential to the skill that I really, really want to go 100% on. And yeah, I've just been trying to, like, incorporate into my life this way of viewing things and this way of approaching life. And yeah, it's been interesting. a lot of things to think about. Sometimes, like I do have a few interviews lined up. I actually have one interview next week that with another big tech company that I think it's just a phone screen, and then if I pass that round, I will have the full on-site, but probably they will be virtual interviews. But we'll see. I will just do it and have fun with it, and basically, worst case scenario is that I get to practice my interviewing skills. Yeah, I have no expectations honestly from this interview loop. I will just do my best and try to practice my ramp up skills and then interviewing skills and all of these skills that over the long term will be helpful to me. So I'm not worried about that. Yeah, it just sometimes gets a bit frustrating, but it's okay. Like I think most of the time it's actually other people's questions that kind of uh, make it hard for me to answer because they have so many questions and I'm like, I don't know. I know as much as you right now because my manager does not communicate anything with me because probably he didn't think about it himself. So, I have for now an uncertain future, but it's okay because I'm practicing my ability to deal with uncertainty and basically staying calm in the face of uncertainty. Uh, Especially that now the stakes are low. Very early in my career, I've only been working for 2 years. Hopefully, if all goes well, I will have a very long career and hopefully impactful career. But yeah, this is just the time for me for things to suck. And if things are bad now, then I will learn how to deal with bad things this early in my career, the same way that when I had an intern and it did not go well with the intern, I learned how to address these issues with the intern, with my very first intern. And so, yeah, I think it can only go up from here. I mean, obviously it could go down, but given the positive mindset that I'm trying to have with regards to this topic, yeah, I'm just trying to see what I can learn from this and just focus on the things that I'm growing in and look at the long-term vision instead of focusing on what I don't have currently, which is confirmation that I can be an applied scientist. But yeah, that's okay. I'm learning. I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's like the questions or the people that make it a bit hard for me to answer because I just get emotional and like basically they themselves can see that um like that this is not right, that this is not how things should be. I have personally accepted things, and I'm okay with that. It's uh, it's just this feeling of unfairness sometimes can be a bit annoying. Uh, but yeah, I've accepted the situation. I'm gonna be my best, most gracious self. I have decided that that is the kind of person that I want to be, and I won't let anyone get in the way of me and basically my long-term view on my career. It doesn't matter if it's a manager, a colleague, no one will get in the way of me and my dreams, and no matter what's the outcome of this whole situation, I will keep on persisting because this is just truly something that I care about doing, and I will just pivot from then on because I trust myself to make the right decision when the time comes, and basically to take the right actions uh, when necessary. In the meantime, I'm just looking for uh, opportunities to make the best out of my current situation, and yeah, just trying to have a positive outlook on life, read books, and like do other things that I enjoy doing that will help me in the long term. And this is also very good because like it forces me to reflect and um, face difficult situations and learn how to deal with them. And I think this is a skill that will serve me over the long term, like basically just self awareness. Because if everything went according to plan, I wouldn't have learned, like, I wouldn't have reflected as much as I have. And basically, I wouldn't have grown from this situation. Basically, I would be taking everything for granted, and over the long term, maybe that would have hurt me. So, so yeah, I'm trying to make the best of this situation, I guess. Yeah. One other thing that was super cool today is that my kid sister, she's 15. She's gonna have her brevet in France, like not in France, but in Morocco, but she's in French school. And yeah, she was doing this presentation, and like she did it for me. It was like it's like a project presentation that's 5 minutes long, and she did it about habits, and yeah, it was really cool to see her work, and like she's really good. I'm kind of proud of her, and yeah, I wish her good luck. I hope it will go well for her, but I believe that I trust in her ability to perform at her best. She's quite smart, and I think she can handle herself when it comes to these things. And I'm very proud of the presentation that she made. I think it made a lot of sense, and was very cool to see her, do some work stuff or some school stuff. And I was kind of impressed by the work that she did. So I'm kind of proud of you, kid sister. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. You can click here to watch my previous video on this channel, so the one right before this one, and you can click here to watch my latest video on the channel overall. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of day, night, whichever time of day it is where you are right now. Bye for now, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!